Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Alex Calise and I'm reporting live from Summer NAMM, and I'm here with Per from SoundBrenner. Hi Per, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic,
Awesome.
Thank you. I want to talk about the new product that you guys are launching actually for Summer NAMM, and it is called the SoundBrenner Core.
Yes.
This is a really, really cool product, everybody, because it is a 4-in-1 smartwatch for musicians. I've never seen anything like it. You were just showing me some of it before. So tell me a little bit about what gave you the idea to do this, and also I saw that you guys had funded it on Kickstarter. That's amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
So how did you do all of this?
So it all started out pretty much 3 years ago when we launched our first product, which is the SoundBrenner Pulse, and that is a smart vibrating metronome. So it's like a watch that you wear, and instead of hearing the beat, you feel it.
Right.
So it's all based on vibrations and haptic feedback. And that was a total success. And from that, we got so much feedback, and when we were about to launch and develop the second version, we really took in 10,000 strings of feedback from the SoundBrenner Pulse, and we looked at it and said, okay, now we have a wide spectrum of things that we can improve on. Where do we take this, right? So we started reaching out to over 10,000 musicians, and we pretty much asked them, where's the friction? What problems do you see? What could be better? And that was really the foundation of the SoundBrenner Core. And for you that don't know about the SoundBrenner Core, it's pretty much your everyday watch. Really cool. It comes in 2 different versions. It's a smartwatch, so you get push notifications, accept decline calls. So you like your everyday companion. But the cool thing with it is that you also get the most fundamental music tools that you need as a musician. So you get a metronome for rhythm. If you're a guitarist or bassist or ukulele or any kinds of instrument, you also get a contact tuner in there. And what's really cool, you also get a decibel meter, so you can actually check, the overall decibel levels in your surroundings. So if you're in a gig room or whatever, the noise that you're putting your ears through, sometimes that's not really great for you. So this will actually warn you and tell you that you need to take some kind of protective action here. And with the Core, you also get really cool earplugs, so you can actually protect yourself. So it's pretty neat.
And then the decibel counter is also great for the vendors at NAMM too, because then you can avoid the noise police too.
Everyone in NAMM should have one, right?
Exactly. So you got to go visit their booth, everybody. But also, so basically, can this eliminate purchasing an Apple Watch? You think as well?
It depends on what you're looking for, right? In terms of the SoundBrenner Core. Because a lot of people ask us, I already have a smartwatch, why would I need this, right? So the SoundBrenner Core is 7 times stronger than your smartphone, and obviously your smartphone is stronger than your smartwatch, right? So we usually look at it that you get, the convenience of your apps, but with professional grade music tools, so that like the accuracy of professional grade music tools. So you get the best of 2 worlds to a certain degree.
Yeah, and also the Apple Watch does not have a detachable watch face, right? Speaking of which, I saw that you had detached it before. You can add it to your guitar, correct, on your tuning keys?
This is the cool part, right? That everyone always asks us when we're demoing it, like, where's the tuner? And this is the cool part, right? So you just twist it off, and on the side you have magnetic ports that you just stick onto your guitar, which is really, really neat. And all of a sudden you have all environmental tuning. So for example, right now you wouldn't be able to use an app, right? Because it's too loud here. So this is a really, really cool contact tuner that's always with you. And that's actually one of the cool things that we saw when we did our interviews with musicians, that guitarists, bassists, they usually have 2 problems. First of all, they have too many tuners because they can't find them, so they have to buy more. So on average, you have 3, 1 at home, 1 in the practice room, and 1 in your bag. But when you actually find your tuner, it's out of battery. So we were like, how would we be able to solve that? That's why we included the watch, right? Because you'll always charge your watch, and when you need it, you can always tune your guitar. So it's pretty neat, pretty cool.
And then it has personalization options too, right? You can switch out the bands as well?
So it's super simple. So the Core comes in 2 different versions. You have the Core and the Core Steel. So the Steel is the stainless steel version where you get premium Italian leather, black, brown, it's all up to you. And then we also have the core, which comes in really nice soft touch silicone. And we also have additional straps as well, so you can go ahead and really personalize if you want red, blue, whatever's your preference, right? And it's so simple. You just put it in and then put it on, and it's done.
Right.
Super simple.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And is it readily available to the public, or when are you guys launching?
Absolutely. So right now, one cool thing is that we kind of co-developed this with the community. Mm-hmm. So we started on Kickstarter. We raised $500,000 US. And now we're close to 1 million US. In like 2 weeks, we're going to be hitting 1 million US in pre-orders, which is insane. And we're starting to ship in about 6 weeks.
That is incredible.
Yeah. So we're super excited. We have, the people are just, welcoming this device with open arms. And, it could be the opposite, right? So we're so grateful. We're a small team. We're a small company. We're just trying to bring innovation to musicians. And it's quite risky as well, because you're placing your eggs in one basket to a certain degree, right? So we're super lucky, and we're very grateful for the reception that we've received for the core.
Oh, that's awesome! And as far as the Kickstarter campaign, how did you really get the word out about the Kickstarter?
So one cool thing with SoundBrenner is that since the get-go, since day one, we've pretty much been really, really close with our community. Because they are, to a certain degree, the company. Because without them, as a small company, if you can't turn your customers into, loyal users and ambassadors, it's going to be really difficult for you.
Right.
So we've built up a huge database and a huge, Facebook group, a huge community in terms of active users that love our stuff. And the cool thing with SoundBrenner is that on top of the hardware, we're also a software company. So for example, we're one of the leading app developers in the world when it comes to music apps. So our the Metronome by SoundBrenner is the world's most popular metronome app. Right. So we have over 3.5 million musicians that use that, which is pretty cool. It's always like when you walk around NAMM or whatever, and people are like, "Oh, I've heard about that," and then I always ask them like, "Show me your metronome app." And then they're like, "Oh, that's you!"
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's me.
That's amazing. That's really amazing. And then, did you develop the app personally?
No. Unfortunately, not. My traits and my skill set is not really towards the software development side. But we have an amazing team of musicians and music technologists in Berlin, where we have 8 people that day and night work on this stuff. So it's amazing. Yeah.
And it's really cool because this is a product for musicians and it's made by musicians, so it's completely genuine,
Yeah. And that's also the cool thing that it's always when we hire new people, we always ask them like, "Are you into music? Are you into tech?" And if they say yes, then we tell them like, "Okay, here's your dream job,"
right?
Because you're going to talk to musicians all day, and you're going to develop new awesome tech. Right. To help actual customers who are also musicians, by the way.
Right.
So it's an insane kind of sweet spot to be able to do this. Your passion as well as for work. So
right.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's something that is within a lot of musicians' budgets as well. Can you tell us like how much it's retailing for?
Absolutely. So the core is going to be $199 US, and the core steel, which is the more premium version, is going to be $299. Yeah.
And what's the difference?
It's aesthetics. So the features are the same, but in terms of the package that you get with the core steel, you'll get this awesome travel bag as well. So it's a pouch that you can stuff all your gear into. Okay. You'll also get premium Italian leather, which is there's really a huge difference. And of course, the housing for the core steel is stainless steel. So it's really a different kind of watch, right. Which is like that is the main difference. So.
Okay, and can you do a little demo for us in terms of attaching it to it attaches to the tuning keys, right? Okay.
So what you do, and this is the magical part, right, is that you just take it off, and then when it's off, you just stick it on your guitar. It automatically goes into tuning mode, and you can tune like you see right over here.
And then show us about the decibel meter here.
Absolutely. So you go into the menu, you go to decibels, And right now you can see that it's the current reading is 76 decibels. So you can see the current reading. You can also see the past 5-minute average, so you can understand your long-term exposure. But that's really what gets to you. And the cool part is that when you exceed the unhealthy thresholds, the core will actually alert you. So you'll actually get an alert that tells you that, okay, now I need to step away, either decrease the volume or take protective measures, as in wearing earplugs, for example, which is also included with the core, of course.
Right. Per, how do you connect the app to the smartphone?
Cool. So what you do is you download our app. It's the most popular metronome app in the whole world, and through it you can easily just add your unit. So in this case, it's a SoundBrenner core, and in this case, it's SoundBrenner Pulse, for example, right? The first product. Then you just go back to the player, you hit play, and all of a sudden, you're in sync. And you can connect up to 5 devices, so all of a sudden, the entire band can play on one beat.
Well, thank you so much, Per. It's been amazing talking with you. I wish you guys the very, very best.
Thank you.
And everybody needs to go get one of the SoundBrenner cores. Absolutely.
Absolutely, and especially do it right now because you get up to 30% discount on Indiegogo right now.
Oh, that's amazing. Are you doing any NAMM discounts at all? Or?
Absolutely. If you're here at NAMM, come by and we'll talk.
Okay, perfect. And I don't know what time it is right now, so I think
It is 11:41.
maybe you should put it on my wrist.
No, not at all. I know you.
I know. But okay, well, thank you so much, Per. We really appreciate it.